stop a train. Heavier the load, the further it goes. Takes a long time to stop a train. We were weighted down, we were standing bound. Long time to stop a train. Heavier the load, it's steel on steel. Heavier the load, steel wheel. The further it goes, a long time to stop a train. Please get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Just at a crusade, standing on the tracks. Takes a long time to stop a train. Never saw his face, only saw his back. Takes a long time to stop a train. It was the end of March 2019. Takes a long time to stop a train. The steel threw sparks, the whistle screamed. Takes a long time to stop a train. Please get out of the way. Please get out of the way. I'm the engineer on the Buckingham line. Takes a long time to stop a train. Went 30 years with no one dying. Takes a long time to stop a train. Then we're standing near, swear I ain't lying. Takes a long time to stop a train. A second man appeared, I cried a second time. Takes a long time to stop a train. Please get out of the way. Please get out of the way.
Check, 1, 2, 3. There we are. I'm trying some new ideas out here. Oh, that's what I should have done. I forgot I even had a song that I could have used for that. The man behind the curtain got his curtain back. After traveling with everything in an old rucksack. Just look at him, you can tell he's been to hell and back. And now the man behind the curtain got his curtain back. He swears this time he won't be such a drag. He never meant to get so caught up in what he had. I haven't done this one in a long time.
his curtain man. After traveling with everything in an old rucksack, just look at him, you can tell he's been to hell and back. But now the man behind the curtain got his curtain back. So ready for the show of show, the night of nights. Come watch his head floating in the light of lights. Oh shoot. The man behind the curtain got his curtain back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm curious with. All right, so I'm trying. As you can see, there's no microphone right in front of my face, so I'm trying this. Hey, Keelan, what's up? So the microphone's up here, just off camera. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. I wanted to try it and see what it was like. What's up, Brian? It's too boxy. It's too roomy. I can hear too much of the room. I can't. I feel like I can't get in there. I don't know. Maybe I could EQ that out a little bit. Wonder if that's possible. Hey. Check. But no matter what, the microphone's going to be away from me. And I just don't know what I think of that. But I'm breaking my own rule here. I've added several parts to the plane. I've added like 5 parts to the plane since I saw you last. I'm just going to meditate for a second.
Once you take yourself back to that place, you close your eyes and go to that spot. And look again up at those fleecy clouds. And go there. Go there. Pick one and go there.
Pick one and go there. I lose my intimacy with the mic. I could read that 2 different ways. Are you saying that that the microphone being there destroys the intimacy because it's a barrier between us, or the closeness of my mouth to the microphone gives it that intimacy feeling? Keelan says, like the hidden mic, you can see your guitar much better. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a tough one. I just wonder what it sounds like most of all. What do you think, Brian? Is there something I can do for a distant mic? I've seen distant mics work, but it's not a great sounding room, so I'm not benefiting too much from that. You know, I'm right here. See, this is I'm right here. And that's, you know, if we were talking, if this was a radio show, this wouldn't even be a question. But maybe I just figured something out there, just like bringing it in even a little closer. Check. It was also picking up so much room sound that I put a gate on it, which means when I'm not speaking, it squelches down and will go to complete silence. Then the other part of the plane that I've added is my iPad is now here playing sound effects. I don't have the same sound effects That yet. I have to get him on here. But I got a dolphin, you know. Hey, you. Oh, it doesn't immediately notice the difference. That's nice. Oh my god. Can y'all hear the voices in my head? Is that weird? I hear voices in my head. I'm also routing the audio completely differently. Completely differently. I took out that whole audio hijack thing that was grabbing on the other night when we were watching the thing that was grabbing on the little blocks thing that was driving me crazy. It's out of the situation now. I'm going just straight console. So there's a lot. There's a it's a family show, Nathan. In quarantine, every show is a family show. And this new camera here. Not only that new camera, but this new camera. And of course, with this new camera, I can oh wait, my well, hello there. Or is that a microphone, or you just happy to see me? All right, gonna have to. Oh, this is the. Oh, I see. That was just a different camera angle. Okay, so the other camera, I could get it in way closer. Oh, because of all that black border. Oh, goodness. So it has to be. I'm so sad. Oh, life's giving me another lemon. So it'd have to be like right there for it to be out of all cameras. Let's try another song, see what it sounds like. What should it be? There are those that will hate to see you shine, 'cause it reminds them of the blindness they've embraced. And they will talk you down all around town, and then laugh and be all friendly face to face. But that don't mean nothing. No, that's just nothing but mean. I mean, we all hate to feel small. Sometimes we make it all smaller, till it's all too small to even be seen. Hey, 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 don't be tricked by that train. It's not about to make any sudden turns. And there truly is a sage inside that comes with age, and it truly is a child who never learns. Try to glorify the stories of your youth, but in that you're bound to fall short. Some may try to claim there is no glory to the truth, but it's always as a sad last resort. I mean, you'd have to be a pretty brilliant writer to even have described the grace that you've displayed. And you'd have to be a pretty stubborn fighter to try to tackle all the nonsense that comes our way. Hey, 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 don't be tricked by that train. It's not about to make any sudden turns. And if your candle's lit at both ends, I'd say toss it to the fire. Warm your hands above it as they burn. sucked into a mountain in a bright blue, brand new breaking day. You know, I never knew quite on how many hands you were counting, or just what you were about to say. But when I heard you were thinking about closing the place and hanging that dreaded, awful sign, I just knew it was a bad idea. You shouldn't miss what you have just because you might not have it to miss on down the line. Hey, 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 don't be tricked by that train. It's not about to make any sudden turn. And on the other hand, I'm certain wisdom wiggles in your palm like a dirty fishing worm. God, that's like an old song, and I almost had a rewrite there. The last line, I almost changed it to, on the other hand, I'm certain wisdom's wiggling in your palm. That's even more alliteration. And on the other hand, I'm certain wisdom's wiggling in your palm like a dirty fishing worm. All right, so I'm getting some reports on the sound. All right. So he likes the note. I gotta say, I realize that I hide behind the microphone a little bit. I feel pretty vulnerable. I feel a little exposed. I could get used to it, but how's it sound there? Wait, I'm looking at it. Check. Test 1, 2, 3. Hey, there you go. I don't want to feel like I'm already projecting, which is, it can be bad news, but there's just something in my instincts that says, oh, the microphone's away from me. I have to project to it. Whereas with, when it's close mic'd, it's just a completely different singing style. Sounds great through the computer speakers. That's a good thing. I know, isn't that crazy how clear that is? That's on my iPhone. That's the Filmic app. But I do have an HD camera over here. It's old school though. I could hook it up right now, but I'd lose a monitor, and I just don't know if I could live without my other monitor. But someday I'll probably do a show where I can, hook up all the cameras. Then of course there's this old faithful. Oh, that sound. What do I think of it? I don't know what I think of it. Check. Test 1, 2. Check. Test 1, 2. Hey. Check. Test 1, 2. Test. Hey. I'm playing with the EQ here. I don't know. Check. Trying to bring in some. That I could be trying to fake something. It's only going to make it sound faker. There's just one mic. That's all there is. No mixing. See, up or down. I feel like let me see what this compressor is doing. I guess I got another one here. Check. Hey. Check. Hey. Test 1. Hey. Check 1, 2. Hey. Check. Test 1, 2. Hey. Check. Test 1, 2. It's taking a lot to trigger that. Check. Test 1, 2. Check. Hey. 3 to 1. Check. Hey. All right. Pulling. Check. There we go. There it is. Check. God, it's taken me so long to even begin to understand compression. I think I finally begin to understand it. I'm starting to get into it. Starting to get hooked on it. Starting to hear it. Starting to like the sound of it. Check, check, check. That took a long freaking time. Before it was just like, well, I guess it's doing something. Volume and clarity is fine, but with the mic above, it's a little more high-end crunchy and lacks the warmth you get right. That's what I think, too. That's what I'm trying to dial in the EQ here to bring back some of that warmth. But I don't know if it's possible. Oh, that's funny that it went there. I don't know. What do you think, Brian? What do you want to hear on this EQ here? What did he say? It's a little more high-end crunchy. It is high-end crunchy. How do we check, 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 check? Yeah, but I could... But you can probably already see what he's talking about when I do that. Hello there. Hi, Doug. Compared to... Hey there, hi, check, check, 1, 2. You can just hear the space between us. The space between us has a sound, but does it have a frequency? Can I cut that space between us down? 150 to 200, up or down? Check, check, hey. Bringing it up, yeah. Give it a little bit bigger bell. Bigger bell. Yay, hey. Hello. Look at that. Listen to that. Oh, God, you can still hear the box, though. Hey. Check, test 1, 2. Check, test 1, 2. Hey. Hey. Check, test 1, 2. Hey. Hey. Yeah, bad sound. Go away. Check, test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check, test 1, 2. Sunflower. Oh, it's gonna be tough to get used to. If I, it's a tough one. Sunflower, shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for too long. Now the sun is about to go down. Sunflower, I'm flattered, now don't get me wrong, but I could never give you the light you need. Look away now, you gotta stay strong. Me, I stay up all night, hardly ever see the light, until I lose my way. Sleep all day. Sunflower, I think you might have no idea just what it means to me that you even turned your head. Sunflower, shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for too long. Now the sun is going Me, I stay up all night, hardly ever see the light, until I lose my way, and then I sleep all day. God, I haven't done that song in a long time either. Let's try capoing that one. Well, we do know that it's crazy how clear this camera is. That's one thing we know. We know that the microphone being out of the picture is an interesting removal of a barrier between us, and that this is a rather immediate face-to-face we're having here. Which could, I'm sure that would bode well for the magic tricks. Be able to see the toys a little bit better. I'll be able to get up here a little quicker, a little easier. But then again, there's something about this and this sound. Sunflower, shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for too long, too long. Now the sun is about to go down. Sunflower, I'm flattered, now don't get me wrong, but I could never give you the light you need. Look away now, you gotta stay strong. Me, I stay up all night, hardly ever see the light, Lord, till I lose my way, and then I sleep all day. That's it. And then I sleep all day. Sunflower, I think you might have no idea just what it means to me that you even turned your head. Here's splitting the difference. Sunflower, shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for too long, too long. Now the sun is about to go down. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on all of that? If they were only feeling down, I could make a funny sound. I could dance a silly dance, oh, I've dared. I can pratfall, rebound just to entertain a crowd, but there's nothing I can do when they are scared. If they only had a frown, I could turn it right around. If they were only down and out, I know how. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. The flower in my
lapel has a dried up empty well. They used to hold the water that I'd squirt. Now I give the ball a squeeze, it just puffs a tiny breeze. Oh, no one's whistling while they work. If they only had a smile, I could play with it a while. If they only wanted style, I know how. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. Nobody knows, unless they got a big red nose, just how much it blows to read this news. My strange weather friends, I wouldn't recommend taking a single step inside these shoes. You'd be tripping on your feet, falling down the street. They only fit me anyhow. What am I gonna do now? It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown. It's a bad time, bad time to be a clown.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, there is the idea of pulling it up for the, for like now. Just chatting. And then you bring it in for the song. You bring it in. That'll be my move. Or, one could argue that the mic is cool. Or one could argue that maybe I should come up with it. No one thought of that one. How about that? And it's a little less obstructy. Oh, Tanner wants to hear Safe and Sorry. You know what? I have not done that on piano in a long time, but I think I'm going to try that on piano. That sounds like a fun challenge. Come on, kids. Let's go over to the piano for a second. This sound I have to dial in too. But let's see what happens. I won't be able to see the chats unless I bring the iPad over with the Facebook. Yeah, I knew y'all would hear that. Oh, but I can just mute that. Yes. Figuring it out. I'll bring the chat over in case, you never know. Oh, that's a good question. We'll test that. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Oh, no, it's already not working. Hold on. I had the wrong thing open. Let's see what I did. There it is. Look at that. Yes. This guy's pretty sweet. They used to make amazing ashtrays in the world. Antique stores are full of just the most amazing ashtrays. Back before we knew any better. But the smoke comes out of his mouth. You see that? The Parks gave me this. Then you put it out in there. Oh, it was out of frame. All right, here you go, buddy. Now, how do I see the chats? Can y'all hear this? Safe and sorry, safe and sound. Don't you worry, don't you take it down. Don't you take it down. I know you got something to say. Why don't you say it anyway? Why don't you say it? We accept too much collateral damage nowadays. I'm so rusty on piano. But I'm just like you, sitting at home, thinking about things that I'm just not going. I'm just not going. Still I know these are brighter days, not the kind you just throw away. Not the kind you just throw away. We already got too much collateral damage nowadays. And if you see me, I must be needing. If you see me, I must be needing. If you see me, I must be needing probably something for the kitchen. What am I missing? In my heart there is a war. Don't know which side I'm even fighting for. Just sure I'm fighting. Everywhere, on every face, there is something that I just can't place. Just can't place it. We accept too much collateral damage nowadays. And if you see me, I must be needing. If you see me, I must be needed. If you see me, I must be needing probably something for the kitchen. Maybe some chicken. Good request. See, I'm really rusty on the piano, but here in a month or so, I won't be nearly as rusty on the piano as I am now, thanks to this show, which is making me do all these things again that I have not done for quite some time, like singing all these songs I hadn't sung in years. They're now leaping out of the attic, out from under the bed, back into my pocket. Slowly. They're still all over the floor in here. But I'm starting to see the rug again. And so it's time to keep adding pieces to the plane, getting me back into myself in these regards. And the piano is one. I miss playing the piano. I haven't played the piano in years. And I just sang Safe and Sorry on it. That's why I love you guys and why I love doing this show.
I wake up so early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up so early in the morning. I wake up so early in the morning. You might want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up so early in the morning. Let's not disagree. I got a feeling something's coming to shed its grace on me. And pretty soon I'll be laughing. Call it faith, call it a hunch. But I know magic happens, usually sometime around lunch. But I wake up so early in the morning.
That wasn't working. So close to being cool. I was so into my audio transition there that I didn't realize I hadn't unmuted it for the cast. I wake up pretty early pretty often myself. It's true. No talkie before coffee. Sometimes it can be, one of the things that the the morning surliness, sometimes it can be really punchy and funny too. I remember when we used to cast all the time. The morning shows can be sort of fun because you just don't have any filters, and so there can be a punchiness to that morning surliness that can really come in handy. It can really be an accurate. It's one thing I like about that song is I think it's an appropriate celebration of that saltiness, that surliness. There's a time and place for everything. Might as well just get that out of the way right at the beginning. Tension and release. I gotta admit, I just watched a couple while I was setting up all this new stuff. The audio routing is going to be really nice if I like the way this is working. If this works out for me, it's a lot less to worry about for sure. Getting rid of that whole app. I think I told a couple of people they should use it, and they really shouldn't. It's too much. It was so silly how it worked, but this is a whole new ball game really for me. I also downloaded the Zoom app. I tried it during it was my wife Catherine's birthday today, and it was a beautiful day. She had a beautiful birthday, and that was a lot of it thanks to this community and friends. She woke up to tons of balloons on the front porch, each with a face and a quote from family and friends, all the way from my brothers and my mom and my dad and my grandma, but also from a bunch of friends and neighbors, and each balloon had their face on it, their faces, and some words for Kethra on her birthday. Happy tears, such a beautiful thing. And then we had a couple of FaceTime or Zoom parties, and there was for a little while today. I tried out. I was in the Zoom party on here and trying it with the web stuff, and it's probably cooler than the Whereby thing. I like the Whereby because I'm the only dude using it, and in that sense, it has a certain thing. But Zoom just automatically will go full screen with people. So it can do it based on when they're talking, but that can be annoying. But just the full screen feature alone was pretty daggone nice, I gotta say. So maybe I'm falling into the Zoom world. I don't know. I'm looking at other ones. I like neat features, and Zoom is pretty bare bones, but it also goes full screen really easy, and that's one of the jankiest things about my interviews and hangs. But I don't know. The Whereby has a little bit of personality. It seems like a first generation something, Fun to pull out the old Atari from time to time, play some Space Invaders. But I watched a couple episodes of this Waco show, and holy moly, are they? I don't even know how I feel about this. I mean, there's been I was living in Texas at the time and was completely obsessed with Waco. If anybody wants to be obsessed with Waco, I could completely join you on that page. But there have been movies made about this. And why now? I mean, it really it's a very interesting portrayal of the situation, and it's probably not far from the truth if it is, but it's definitely painting the government as this evil force with a ridiculous, I mean, in which we all know and understand, but I just wonder, like, why now? Why are we watching Waco? These guys are pent up in their houses, and the government's evil. I just don't know about the timing of that. It's like, what are you trying to foment there? What kind of energy are you really nurturing with this whole thing? Like, it's not that I disagree with it, but holy moly. And they really, they make the Branch Davidians seem super sweet, and I know that they were. I'm sure they were. There were families there, and I know no matter what that there was. I understand all this is probably valid, but whoa, really? Why are we doing this? I'm not drinking coffee. I'm not waking up right now. I'm nearing the end of my day, but I'm still drinking iced tea, which I shouldn't even be doing that. It's weird. The top 10 on Netflix is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Those are the top 10 in America. I mean, I'll watch them. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch that crap. But holy moly, are we weird. Why not just email? What are you talking about? Oh, wait. What did I miss here? Any files? Zoom has great backgrounds and also very good file sharing. Nice. I guess file sharing could, wonder what their size limit is on that for like large music files or something. But that could be a good feature for the live recording stuff. If we were all recording a song together, that could be a pretty good feature there. I'm pretty psyched that I should be using this. But I'm really thinking about, having the sound effects come from my iPad here. I got this fun app that I used during the Revolution Radio days. What does it call itself? Audio board or something? Oh, it's plugged in. Won't reach. So it has these squares that I can load up with any sound effect I want. I have to pull in some more. I like the ones I have. I have to pull over all those into here. But then I can, Today's show was brought to you by Eat More Meats. Remember, kids, when you eat more. No, wait. That's not right.
Eat more meat products. They're the
finest meat products you can buy.
49 varieties of luncheon meat. Favorite meat for your luncheon treat.
Eat more meat products. They're the finest meat products you can buy. That's right, kids. Ask your mom and dad for Eat More. Say, Mom, we want to eat more. And just keep saying that over and over, no matter how much you are fed. Just say, Mom, Dad, please, we need to eat more, eat more, eat more, eat more.
49 varieties of luncheon meats.
Favorite treats for your luncheon meat.
Eat more meat products. They're the finest meat products you can buy.
That's right. Thank you, Eat More Meat Products, for sponsoring this show. What a generous company you are. And, wait, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. This just in.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. 3 young singers who soared to the heights of show business on the current rock and roll craze were killed today in the crash of a light plane in an Iowa snow flurry. The singers were identified as Richie Valens, 17, Buddy Holly, 22, and J.P. Richardson, known professionally as the Big Bopper. The aircraft, chartered from the Dwyer Flying Service, crashed near Mason City, ironically the setting for the prominent musical The Music Man. The pilot, Roger Peterson of Clear Lake, Iowa, was also killed. The 3 singers had appeared at the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa last night and were on their way to Fargo, North Dakota. Their small chartered plane crashed in a lonely farmyard about 15 miles northwest of Mason City. Cause of the crash was due to inclement weather conditions. Details upcoming from Action Central News.
That's terrible news. That is terrible news. I mean, I know it was in the past, but, that's just terrible news. What terrible news? Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. What am I missing here? I watched Ian Crane, I believe that's his name, mastering guy, talking about Zoom features for live recording in combination with audio in, maybe. Wonder what that means. Melissa says, I think I'm too old school for Zoom. Cool feature is that you could determine what the latency was in the audio sharing platform and dial in the same latency in the Zoom settings to reduce delay latency issues. Oh, so that's in Zoom. A lot of them do have delay latency at this point. I know this Ecamm software has something like that I haven't had to use yet. I eat bad news for breakfast. Give me bad news. I just need coffee and some bad news, and I start my day, and I'm on my way, off and running. Are we just naming all the rock stars that died in planes? How many are there? There's more, right? Here's an ad I made for the local tire company. It had a good rhythm to it.
You gonna use that for a metronome?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, 5:20. That's what you're.
I had the guy in there like fire up his machine so I could record it and make a rhythm out of it.
When I go to Hershey Tire, they always treat me nice. Their mechanics I admire, they give me good advice. They tell me what I need to know and never steer me wrong. And driving out of there, I know
It is like a starship.
It
is. It's completely a starship.
I'm gonna make it back home.
Hershey Tire.
Back to Stanton. Hershey Tire is located right here in Stanton, Virginia at 624 North Augusta, right across from the library. Their dealership has a rock-solid reputation of providing excellent service, support, and satisfaction. They pride themselves on giving their customers the best service available, the best parts and accessories, and a staff that understands all aspects of their trade. We here at Revolution Radio can testify that that is all very true.
All very
If you want
true.
to go far, take your car to Hershey Tire.
That's right. Good old Hershey Tire.
You could use it.
They do always treat me right, gotta say. Back when I had a car. I stopped doing that. I don't drive no car. I'm driving no stupid car. I judge everybody that drives a car. You're killing the planet, man. That's what I say to everybody as they get out of their car. I'm like, excuse me, I'm smoking here. God, with the fumes. Just, God, really? Can't you just go somewhere else and do that? Let's try the piano again.
Down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, we made blankets out of Dumbo's ears, and we scratched "You Can Fly" into the sidewalk. Then she brought me by the hand to tears. The night is spun on silver tongues. We fly towards the morning sun on silver wings, stained with rings of wine's my morning song. It goes la da 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 da. Well, she showed me her statue of liberty on a warm and windy marching night, and she convinced me every little light should be shining. Now I will never give up the good fight. The night is spun on silver tongues. We fly towards the morning sun on silver wings, stained with rings of wine's my morning song. It goes la da 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 da. It's a crying champagne. The sky is wet with rain. We're two drunk souls on the same old piano, and we're laughing as the moon ticks soft and slow. Lord knows, Lord knows, Lord knows. Spun on silver tongues, we fly towards the morning sun on silver wings, stained with rings of wine's my morning song that goes la da 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 da. Everybody, la da 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 la da da.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Oh, it's so fun to play the piano again. Oh my God, it's been forever. It's been so long. It's probably been years since I've really sat down and played the piano, but I'm about to do it a lot for the next little while on this show. I got, not tonight, but in general, it's hooked up. It's wired. It's part of the plane. It's part of the ship. We're getting out of here, folks. We are getting out of here.
Whatever they need it more than I do. Whatever they need, it's not always about you. Whatever they need, they can take it from me if they want to. Whatever they need, I'm hardly here.
Hey, Kendi. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
I was carved from a block of wood, 1,000.
All right, that's a take. We got it. Good work. Nice job. Yeah, well done.
Doesn't
doesn't have any reason to be sung here today, so let's do it. It's good to tell the truth. Openness is noble. Oh, what should you do if you're truly an asshole? Should you really keep it real? How long could that last, though? Should you say just what you feel? If you're really an asshole, oh, there's no way you can know, 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 way you can know.
Yeah, I missed you guys too, for sure. This was Catherine's birthday today, so I really wanted to be sure I was focused on loving her. And I get, even days I'm doing the show, it's in my mind.
It's good to know what you believe, and to believe it just comes natural. This is so hard to believe. You're an unbelievable asshole. And besides knowing you're right, and that can be such a hassle. Oh God, I've seen the light. Now who's the asshole? Oh, there's no way you can know. 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 No, no. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Nathan Moore reporting to you live from the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again studio here in Stanton, Virginia. I'm just checking y'all out. I just popped in here to put my eyes on you. You know I can see you through this screen, don't you? I'm looking right at you. Hi, I see you. I need to come in here and make sure you're doing all right. I know there's a lot of people out there that are not doing all right. But I imagine it's not you guys. You're doing a certain amount of all right if you're just watching me. I wager. That's my wager. Man, I shouldn't keep tooting my own horn, but I'm liking all these changes. I definitely love the new audio routing. I like, realizing that that's a possibility. If need be, every now and again, we can just be here. You can still hear me. I can cut it up a little bit. For conversation, it doesn't necessarily matter that it's not so sexy sounding. But I think I'm going to get off of here pretty quick. I did just sort of want to test flight some of this stuff. I think Josh Clark might be coming on to join me tomorrow. That's a possibility. I'm not putting that in stone. Tea Leaf Green has a new album out, and from what I've heard so far, it sounds amazing. And so he might pop on to talk about that a little bit. Maybe we can share a track or two from it. I already got one of the videos in my playlist. We got it here in our Fiasco files. Fiasco files. That has a ring to it. I realize I do have a few of these. I don't have the ba-dum bump. See, that wasn't even a joke, but it's funny now. That's the magic of TV right there. Why can't you explain the Pythagorean theorem to an ant on a pear? because parents just don't understand, man. Yeah. That's true. Remember these? Doug? Wait, hold on. Let's see. It's been a while since you and I bet against an unbroken sky. Still in the tremble, hand in hand, and the fool's gold stream. Seems like ages since the two of us teamed up against the years and watched the notes of music roll right off our tongues into the dream. It's been too long, but now you're here. Don't let me lose just yet. It's been too long. It's been too long since we sang the song we wrote the night we met. It's been a while since you and I bet against the break of day. It's all I can do, it's all I can remember is that look on your face when you play. Come on, say hello before you go disappearing down the fast lane. At least again at last say yes, let me just remember you that way. It's been too long, but now you're here. Where was I going with that? Don't let me lose just yet. It's been too long. It's been too long since we sang that song we wrote the night we met. Keep hearing things in my head I can't do. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been too long. But now you're here. It's been too long. I almost hit that note. That was good. I better get out of here before I make a fool of myself. Oh, goodness. Oh, almost lit the wrong end. Hey. What on earth is going on here? Hey. Good night. Good night out there. Here's the new one from 2 Leaf Green.
Everyone needs shelter from the winter hot sun, a place to sleep while darkness screeches like a barn owl, or when the sky's fed up, wants to wash away our wicked ways. Everyone needs shelter, a little place to hide away, where your worries are ignored. Leave your boots outside the door, and your baby's arms are warm. No one has to be born, no one's given any choice. You may have a silver spoon or be singing with a golden voice, but there are places in the world where the luck's already gone. Well, good is luck if you don't have anything to bet it on, where your worries never cease, and you're burning like a beast, and you don't know what it means to get what you need. The tyranny of stupid men have cut the hearts of countless cause. The rest of us cheer and swear there was nothing really there at all. But if you join a caravan, cross the desert, free yourself, who could blame the weary hands that cut the chains that hold them down? You set your worries down. Finally homeward bound, and your baby's love is found. Where your worries are ignored. Leave your boots outside the door, and your baby's arms are warm.
So good. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Looks like some of my audio files are not still on this iPad. I'm surprised how many of them are. No classical piano. Lucky for you guys, there's no classical piano. Who knows what that would make me start talking about. Yeah, I can't wait to fill this up with sound effects. What do we need for the show? What kind of effects do we need, I wonder? Definitely need the bump bump. Psh. Wonder where I should put them in Dropbox. That's what I should do. All the ones that I'm already using. The bump bump psh, and ding ding for the right answer for Dad's trivia show. I know it's almost strange. Shannon says, I love that these San Francisco bands that haven't put out albums in years are releasing such amazing material right now. Not only are they releasing it now, but it's amazing. It's so cool. Big Lights record sounds amazing. Now we got this new Tea Leaf Green, which is sounding pretty amazing. Yeah. There's more, right? Well, I should probably let you guys go. Definitely kicking it up a few notches here. That camera's insane. Wonder if I should. It even like you can focus it like a Hollywood camera. Let's see here. So we can do the microphone. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Check out this. I've been trying to get all Hollywood with it, and check out this shot I got of Pip last night. Just playing, you know how in Hollywood movies where they'll be like focused on something in the foreground or something, then there'll be something in the background. They change the focus. You know, so every TV show or Hollywood show movie has a lot of focus moves. I've never really gotten into that, but this app is really sort of helping me understand it. Because here, check out how it works. If I cut on the focus, oops, maybe it'll be too hard to show you when I'm not looking at it. But see those little lines? I can have it go from one focus point to the other. I have to be looking at it though. But you set the two focus lines. I'm surprised I'm doing it as good as I can. But you see those little white dashes? You can set a couple of different focus lines and then have the camera go to them. I can't do it without looking. But then you tap on one and it'll slowly, however fast you want it to, go from one focus point to the other. But here you go. Look, I'll show you some real-time Hollywood focusing magic. In this shot I got of Pip last night. I'm gonna have to put this in slow-mo or something. This nice moment that happens. She does do this terrible thing that they call in kittens called wool sucking, because she was pulled from her mom too soon, and she will knead and suck on that blanket. It's called wool sucking. It's a phenomenon in cats, especially ones that are weaned too soon from their mom. Poor little thing. But here we go. Check this out. There's the close focus. Look at this. It's so Hollywood. Oh my God. Now there's Pip in focus. But then it gets even better. We got to slow-mo this. I come back to her llama. And right when I'm really focused on the llama, she comes out of the blurriness. Oh, see, look at that. It's so good. Whew. You want to see a little too much of Pip and her llama? All this stuff should be in slow-mo. Oh, wait, that was a shorty. Wait, here we go. Oh, here it is. Way too much. Yeah, get that thing. Oh, all right. Here's a trivia question. I was thinking. I think I might go live on Monday, just during the day, just to play this game. Oh, I shouldn't do it now though. But you guys are cool. You won't ruin the game. Oh, I shouldn't even say what the game is. The game is going to be name the movie that's playing in the background. For like a big prize. Big prize. It's going to be a huge prize. Huge prize. Wait, let me get rid of it. That's interesting. I wonder why it's showing me that full camera.
Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it?
Oh, you say I need a cricket sound effect? I love how she does that. I love how she, like, mid-tussle, just, like, stops the groom for a split second and then just like, wait a second, what'd you call me? Oh, God, there she goes. And now she starts chasing her tail around this pole. Look at that. That tail has been... Oh, man, that tail was talking about you earlier. I couldn't believe the language coming out of that tail. You better get that tail. You can't take that. If you don't show that tail who's boss now, then it's just going to get more and more unruly as the days go by. Yeah, see, it's already just walking away from you.
See things you people wouldn't believe.
She's definitely used up 3 of her 9 lives already.
I watched sea beams glitter in the dark.
Name the movie. Oh, I can see you nodding, Brian.
Moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
I could just go live on Monday afternoon and just put this video on loop with text over it saying name the movie playing in the background when, I don't know, something amazing, something huge, a new car. Oh, you almost fell. Oh, you better get that tail. That tail is talking so much smack about you earlier. Oh my God. Like a sailor. I had to mute my Zoom. Oh yeah, groom before you get back into the scuffle. This is long. I'm fast forwarding. Get that thing. Get that thing. Watch her four paw technique. Yeah, I'm laughing at you. Better lick that leg. That's why I was laughing at you, because your hair was out of place. Oh, gonna get my cable, get my phone charger. No. Yeah, don't eat the electricity. No electricity for dinner. You already ate. You want to play some Rocket League or what? What are you doing now? You want some Doom? You want to do like get to the next checkpoint in Doom or something? Don't tell her that, Melissa. I think she's better off not knowing that. Y'all figured out the movie in the background yet? I'm not telling you. That way you can't win. Oh, I heard that llama said that you were stupid. Oh.
Every road that you go down, every turning of the crowd, you should know that
This is the moment when I realized, like, oh, the movie ended. What happened at the end? I thought
all those things I miss doing with Lisa.
it just went to the next ad for the next movie. The movie ended. I didn't even realize it. I was so wrapped. I'd watched that whole movie. Then the big ending happened. Get it? Use all four paws. It's the only thing it understands.
When she died, I'm trying to help you. It's sort of saying, I feel like I should help the people who helped me.
Yeah, I was laughing because that hair was up. Yeah, you better get that on the chest. I saw that little spot.
You look sad. Oh, that's a waste. I know a guy.
Yeah, your foot was talking about you. All right.
Honestly, I don't know where to start. Mate,
I better quit before this becomes the most popular show in the world. Before I get mega huge viewers.
try to be more zen.
They won't know what to do with the real me. So did y'all figure it out? What movie is that? That was a plug for the new Ricky Gervais show, and I loved the first season. Afterlife, I believe it's called. Loved the first season. Looking forward to the second season, I do believe. We finished the second season of Ozark last night. Pretty good. Made Cather a really good meal tonight. We had baked potatoes with broccoli, some cheese, sour cream, steaks, and I sous vide'd. I did sous vide on the steaks, and scallops. A little surf and turf action. Scallops were amazing. We think Pip might have eaten 3 of them. That's why she's not here with us now. She's sleeping off her little scallop coma. That's what she's doing. I don't know what this sound is. Game show wrong. Ah, that's good. Didn't have that. Boogie. Oh, this is for the when I had the some of these were show specific. That was for the Screaming Jays. I was like, I had them on when I had a radio show. I had the Screaming Jays on, and I was like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just play you a clip of something, and you just play whatever that inspires, whatever listening to them inspires.
The late U.B. Blake, ragtime pianist and composer, recalls how in 1896, at the age of 13, he heard the pianist William Turk. He had a left hand like God. He didn't know what key he was playing in, but he played them all. He could play the ragtime stride bass, but it bothered him because his stomach got in the way of his arm. So he used a walking bass instead.
Sort of like this
We
old
called
shtick.
him
I could just get old radio shows and just have the mic in front of my mouth. Wouldn't even have to be that good of a lip syncer. Just keep my mouth in front of the
Ici Londres. Les Français parlent au français.
People of Western Europe. A landing was made this morning on the coast of France by troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force. This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plan for the liberation of Europe, made in conjunction with our great Russian allies. I have this message.
That's Eisenhower there. Well, shoot, all these things seem to be working. Now I have to figure out actual content for the shows. It's tough because, I'm definitely avoiding, politics and the news, which is, too bad because I guess I'm opinionated and it's an endless source of content. But I don't know enough to really talk about a lot of stuff, and last thing we need is another conspiracy theorist on YouTube. I see you Freemasons. I know what you're up to. But it you know, it could always. We tend to find our way, don't we? I'm not really too worried about content, but I'm always trying to. My problem is I have lots of good ideas that aren't really doable. They just it would be too much work. I already have like Willie and I challenged each other to create a short film by Monday night's Crack the Case episode, and that's coming fast. I don't know. I wonder how he's doing. My short film is my cat wrestling a llama. Gear talk, plug in corner. Yeah, we always manage to come up with something. There's always plenty of tasks I can just do and just be here as the center tent pole, just holding up the pole of our safe space, just a place to hang out. Can always DJ your music. We can always just, listen to poetry.
From Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. A child said, "What is grass?" fetching it to me with full hands. How could I answer the child? I do not know what it is any more than he. I guess it must be the flag of my disposition, out of hopeful green stuff woven. Or I guess it is the handkerchief of the Lord, a scented gift in remembrancer, designedly dropped, bearing the owner's name some way in the corners, that we may see and remark and say,
"Good night, Keelan."
Or I guess the grass is itself a child, the produced babe of the vegetation. Or I guess it is a uniform hieroglyphic, and it means sprouting alike in broad zones and narrow zones, growing among black folks as among white. Canuck, Tuckahoe, Congressman Cook, I give them the same, I receive them the same. And now it seems to me the beautiful uncut hair of graves. Tenderly will I use you, curling grass. It may be you transpire from the breasts of young men. It may be if I had known them, I would have loved them. It may be you are from old people, or from offspring taken soon out of their mother's laps.
How's everybody feeling?
And here you are, the mother's laps. This grass is very dark to be from the white heads of old mothers, darker than the colorless beards of old men, dark to come from under the faint red roofs of mouths. Oh, I perceive, after all, so many uttering tongues, and I perceive that they do not come from the roofs of mouths for nothing. I wish I could translate the hints about the dead young men and women, and the hints about old men and mothers, and the offspring taken too soon out of their laps. What do you think have become of the young and old men? What do you think have become of the women and children? They are alive and well somewhere. The smallest sprout shows that there is really no death. And if ever there was, it led forward life, and it does not wait at the end to arrest it, and ceased the moment life appeared. All goes onward and outward. Nothing collapses, and to die is different from what anyone supposed, and luckier. I believe a leaf of grass is no less than a journey work of the stars. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the earth.
That's her move. That's her move. Man, I'm mixing all that audio just on the fly. I got the poetry coming in from the iPad. I had the Chopin coming in from the streaming software. We got Pip teaching this llama a lesson once and for all. That'll show you. Going through my footage, although I am fascinated that just want to see what the footage looks like with my new Filmic iPhone app. So yeah, well, the right now I got two setups going on, Brian. I got the webcasting software, and I have here. I'll show you. I got coming through my Apollo channel 1 is the sound effects. You can see.
Daddy, you do not do any more black shoe in which I have lived.
You know, the funny thing is that with the Apollo is, of course, that takes up too much room. I can't, if I mute this, you still hear it, which just drives me crazy. There's no way to really mute it. The only thing I can hope to do really is
barely daring to breathe or chew.
Cut down the gain.
Daddy, I have had to kill you. You died before I had time. Marble
But see, even that. So
a bag full of God. Ghastly statue with one gray toe, big as a Frisco
So I can mute it for my headphones, but I can't mute it for you guys. I can cut down. Yeah, there's no way. But that's just one of the limitations. But I'm willing to live with it. So 3 and 4 at the moment is my pedal board for my acoustic guitar. But usually I'm just using this mic here. Here's the piano mic right here. So all that stuff's going into NM console, into my streaming software. So everything like that. But then I have this quarantine that's so here's NM console, and I can route everything from the Apollo into this that's then going to the streaming software. And then I have Quarantine 1, which is my second input on the streaming software, where I now am grabbing Google Chrome and iTunes from there. So that's how I'm working at the moment. The movies are all in-house, and there's a built-in sound effects window in the eCam. So I'll probably keep some stuff in there. It's a good place for Chopin, that's for sure. And then I could play like poetry and stuff from the iPad and different sound effects. I sort of miss having the stream going on my iPad, but I feel like I can live without it. There's some chats that I won't see, but whatever. Good night, Tanner. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for dropping in. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. How y'all feeling? What is that character? I think I know what it's called, but what's that from? What is that from? Plague Doctor. It's the Plague Doctor. What is this from? What is that? If you're not looking, look real quick and then tell me what the heck that is from. Is it a movie? Is it a cartoon? What's going on? What's going on? I guess I should play a leaving song. I gotta write a song called The Leaving Song. It's nice just to get that app out. I mean, that other app offered me some things, but I don't think I'll miss them. I turned out never really to use them that much, like being able to add things in that chain. Like I could take iTunes and add a compression to it, or something to cut up, or EQ recordings that maybe come from some weird places. So I could add things into the chain. I can't do any of that with this. That's one. The one limit. Loopback is simply a virtual audio router. Can't add anything. I could cut stuff down and that's it, like that. But I'm no longer moving those blocks around. I just have less to think about. I never have to look at this once I have it set up. One thing that's weird is I could before just turn blocks on and off, and now the easiest way for me to mute this mic is to cut off the 48 volts going to it. That's really the only way I have to mute this mic. Wait, here we go. Steampunk Victorian bird mask on top. I definitely get that it's all those things, but is it from something? I feel like it must be from a video game or a movie or something like that. I love that steampunk is a thing. All right, leaving song time. What should it be? Not using the iPad for watching the stream. It's a nice leap of faith. It also frees it up to search for lyrics and stuff. Like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir. I have tried in my way to be free. Like a worm on a hook, like a night in some old-fashioned book. I've saved all my ribbons for thee. And if I have been unkind, I hope that you can just let it go by. And if I have been untrue, I hope that you know it was never to you. Like a babe stillborn, like a beast with his horn, I have torn everyone who's reached out for me. But I swear by the song and all I've done wrong, I will make it all up to thee. waves wouldn't crush. He said to me, you should not ask for so much. I saw a pretty woman leaning in her darkened door. She cried out to me, hey, why not ask for more? Like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir. I have tried in my way to be free. Well, good morning, Heather Berry. What's happening? Good to see you. We're like the sheepdogs in the cartoon. I'm clocking out, and you're clocking in. It's your shift. You got it. You got this. Love you. I'm gonna do one more leaving song since we got some new blood in here. Good morning, sheepdog. I'm clocking out, you're clocking in. Remember that? What was that, Tom and Jerry? I don't even know. Tonight I am thankful for the stars in the sky. Ain't waiting on nothing, go back to bed, except for one to fly by. I'm the night watchman, go to bed in the morning. About when you wake up, I'll be writing all night. Sleep easy, lover. Are you dreaming about me? I'm down here dreaming about you, asleep in my poetry. I'm the night watchman, go to bed in the morning. About when you wake up, I'll be writing all night. In the distance, the sun is coming out. Desire assistance, I'm clocking out. I'm the night watchman, go to bed in the morning. About when you wake up, I'll be writing all night. I'm the night watchman, I go to bed in the morning. About when you wake up, I'll be writing all night. Might have some clarification here. The beak-nosed plague mask originated during the 17th century, during the bubonic plague, apparently. Yeah, it's so strange though. What was the design? What were they thinking? I mean, it's just a mask, right? It's what we're doing now. But it had this really long nose. What were they thinking, that they needed that air in there to breathe, or were they trying to put that much distance between them and their nostrils? I wonder what the thoughts were. Sweet dreams, Heather. Love you. All right. I'm going to let you all go. Stay. I was going to say safe, but I guess I'll just say put. Stay put. It's Saturday. Maybe we can. Yeah, exactly. They were 6 feet long. His noses were 6 feet long. It's called social distancing, son. Yep. It's a good theory. I like that theory. I like the Starship. Can't wait to ride with you guys again. I'll see you soon. Who knows where we'll wind up. The continuing missions of the Star Trek, the hippie fiasco Enterprise. Brian says apparently had to do with the miasma theory on the origins of disease. That disease came from foul smells. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. They were on to something. Little did they know, but they were definitely on to something. See you soon.